Hey guys, are you ready to hack? My name is Liz. I am going to be showing you all about 3D foundation today. So everything you need is going to come in this one little palette. Your whole makeup bag will be right in here. And our makeup comes in these beautiful little tins, and they are magnetic and they pop right into your palette. Just open this up. You have a mirror, so everything is ready to go. We have 3 shades for our 3D foundation. These are called highlights. So one highlight is your main foundation, and the other one will be like your brightener and your concealer. Then we're gonna have a contour, and this one is gonna be to give you some shadow and dimension to your face. So these 3 colors are what makes up our 3D foundation. Everything is cream based, it's very clean, only 11 ingredients. This is a lip and cheek. This is amazing because this is a blush and a lipstick in one. And our lip and cheeks come in gloss and satin. So satin's a little bit more of a matte. And then we have a few semi-glosses. I'm just going to go ahead and pop an illuminator in here, which you might know as highlighter. This is just going to reflect the sun off of your face. You put it on the high points of your face to give a little extra added shimmer. This is how our shadows come, and I am just going to pop a few of them in the back of my palette. This palette is a palette 12. It's double layered, so the shadows are a little bit smaller, and these are powders. We do have a few creams. They come in these little, everything's packaged so beautifully. And the names are right on the back. And then you guys are gonna need a brush or two. All of our brushes are double-ended. So these are a few of my favorites. If you can afford to do 2, go with the detail and the blush bronzer. If you can only start with 1, I do love this 3D brush. As you can see, I've used it a lot. We also have some amazing brush cleaner, so you just clean them in between. Are you guys ready? Let's hack. So hack stands for highlight and contour. I'm going to start with my contour. It looks a little scary. Don't be afraid of it. And cream is very, very forgiving. So you can't mess up, I promise. I'm going to go ahead and take my detail brush, and you're going to just kind of tap into your thing. And a little bit of product goes a really long way. A contour should last you 6 to 9 months. Your main foundation you'll go through a little bit quicker. That will only last about 3 to 4, but that's still really good. Our tins are $14 to $16, so super affordable. All right, so I came around my forehead in a U, and what I'm doing is I'm bringing my hairline down. I'm gonna find my cheekbone, and I'm just gonna come a little bit above it because I want to bring my cheeks up. And do the same thing on the other side. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it might not, but as you see, it will all blend together. And I'm coming along my jawbone. I'm chiseling that out. I'm also going to take a little bit and come down my neck, and then I'm going to blend that all in. I like to do this because our necks are always usually lighter than our faces because they're not in the sun as often. Okay, and then I am going to go ahead and take my contour, and I'm going to do my nose. This might be a little intimidating to people, but don't worry about it. Just keep your brush on the edge and kind of just press down, do a little line. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to keep it really close because we want to make our noses appear smaller. Okay, and if this scares you and you still want to contour your nose, go ahead and just take your finger right into your contour. You're going to place them together. This is like contour for dummies. And you're just going to go ahead and place this on your nose. And yes, I already have contour on there, but I just really want to show you guys how easy it is. Perfect contour, right? And then what I'm going to do with the last of that is I am going to put it under my lip, and I just filled my lip out a little bit. All right, so that is my contour. Think of it as a 3. Easy, easy. All right, I am going to take that same detail brush, and I'm going to pop into this lighter color. This is your brightening highlight. So our foundations are called highlights. So I'm going to pop a little bit into my inner corner. in my outer corner. And just remember, less is more with this product, because if you use too much, it can look a little shiny. We want to just be nice and light. So inner outer corner, I'm going to do a little bit in my T-zone. Come down my nose. It's really cool. You can apply this with your fingers too. A little bit above my lip and some on my chin. So the contour is bringing shadow and dimension to our face, and the highlight is kind of making everything pop out. All right, I'm going to use this detail brush again, and I'm going to go into my main foundation shade, and I'm just going to kind of put a couple dots where I didn't put any makeup. If you have any like blemishes, I have a couple them up. And I'm going to put a couple dots under my eyes. This is where I really struggle. Our foundation is layerable, so start less and add more as you go. And this is going to give you a nice, dewy, youthful look. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend out. And what's really cool is I have a little mirror right here so I can see what I'm doing. I like to start with the lighter two shades. I'm actually going to pop whatever's left on my brush on my eyes as a primer for my eyeshadow. All right, so I start with the lighter colors and then I go to the contour last. And you're going to go in a circular motion and kind of just blend it all out. For my eyes, I really like to push the product in because this is where I struggle. And then if I need to come back later and add a little bit of highlight under my eye, I can. I'm less of a full coverage girl because I have freckles and I really like for them to show through. And fun fact, before Saint, I never wore foundation. Just kind of blending out the contour. You don't want to overblend. I'm going to go into my neck and make sure I really blend that out. Our brushes are all $20 to $40, but you're getting more bang for your buck because you're getting two. Okay, for my cheeks, we always want to go up because we want to kind of lift. So you're going to kind of tap and swipe. See that contour. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. For my nose, I kind of just like to press and fluff. I'm going to tap it in with my denser end of my blush bronzer brush. You can get this in a bundle too with a bronzer and save $10. It's really amazing. Okay, so I am going to just come back in and tap a little bit of brightening highlight back into my inner corner because this is my trouble spot. Okay, I am going to pop some blush on. This color is called Madrid, which is also a lip color. It's amazing. Just tapping that on. And then I'm going to flip my brush over and blend it in. And you can do your whole face with one brush. You don't need to use multiple. I just prefer to. I'm going to pop a little bit of this Madrid on my lips so you guys can see. How amazing that is. And this is one of my other favorite colors. It's called Black Cherry. It's a little on the dark side in the tin, but it's really beautiful on, and I feel like every lady needs to have it in her palette. So I'm just adding a little bit in. Everything is layerable, multi-purpose, really cool. And this one's a gloss, so I add a little bit of gloss to my matte and my lip color will stay on a little bit longer. The really cool thing is I can use this contour to fill in my brows. So I'm going to do that with a line brush. just kind of filling them in, and I am just brushing it out a little bit with my spoolie end of the line brush. This brush can also be used for eyeliner. And our eyeliner is a cream, and it comes in a little tin. It's really amazing. It's called Black Friday. All right, and I'm just going to brush them up. I have red hair, so my eyebrows are insanely light. If you guys have a beauty blender, this is when I like to just kind of press my makeup into my face, and this one is damp. We do have these are called Perfector sponges, but if you guys have one already at home, just go ahead and take it out and dampen it and push the makeup into your face. If you have any tackiness left because our makeup is cream based, you just kind of push it in. If you guys prefer a more matte look, we also have a setting powder. Really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my eyes. So I like to separate my powders from my creams. I'm gonna tap my brush into a color called Drift. I'm gonna go ahead and come up. This color is really pretty. It's got a little bit of a white shimmer to it. I'm gonna take a mid-tone now called Basic. And you don't have to use all of these colors. You could just stop at 2. So I'm starting on the outer corner and I'm working my way in. Just gonna take a paper towel and wipe off a little bit of the shadow. Just make sure I can blend out my eyes really nice because we don't want to have any harsh lines. Okay, check it out in the mirror and see how I'm looking. Pretty good. What do you guys think? And so you could stop right there. If you wanted to amp it up, you could use a little bit. I have this pretty color here called Zion. I have this really cool color called Cocoa. I might use both of them. Pop a little bit of Zion over here. These 3 colors are matte, and Drift is a shimmer. I'm going to take that and go a little bit under my eye instead of using an eyeliner. All right, and then I'm going to take Cocoa, which is a darker color, tap my brush off. I'm using the denser end of, this is an eyeshadow brush. And then what I'm going to do when I'm done with this is I'm just going to kind of blend everything nice. So we're kind of doing the same thing as we did with the face. We're taking the dark to the outer and bringing the brightness to the center. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take that Drift again. And I'm just going to place it. We call this a pop. Just tap it right onto my lid all the way into my inner corner. All right, and I am going to throw a little bit of illuminator on. This one's a cream. We do have powders too. I like the cream on me because I am over 40, and it's just gonna add a little bit of extra shimmer to your face, a little glow. Put a little tap on your nose. You can put some on your forehead if you want. On your Cupid's bow. Did you guys know that was a Cupid's bow? And then on the inner corners of your eyes. and then just finish it off with some mascara. Our company does not use mascara. These are my two favorites. This is Lash Princess by Essence. You can get it on Amazon. And this is Thrive Liquid Lash Extension Mascara. And I like to actually use these together. Thrive is a fiber mascara, and I kind of use the Essence as a primer. Topping it off with some Thrive, and this will look like I have lash extensions on. So this is my final look. What do you guys think? I look like me, just a little bit better. You can still see my freckles, you can still see my skin, and I am ready to go. All right, thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you have a great day.